Hello, this is Alex.
Ryan.
And we are a couple of overprivileged white kids bringing you the latest installment of another music review show, Arcade Fire's The Suburbs Review.
And definitely my favorite album of the past year.
I might not go that far, but it's definitely on my top 10. Hi.
It was a little surprising because Arcade Fire, of course, had an amazing career so far. And so, like, the standards were pretty high, and it's one of those albums where they changed their sound, but to the point where it was for the better.
Yeah, like I think the thing that stuck out most was actually not so much the presence of anything as the absence of, like, you know, the grandiose string sections and things like that to the degrees that they were on previous albums. And so it made it more relatable, really, because, like, you can still tackle epic or, you know, important issues, or, you know, make them feel huge, but still deliver them with enough of a connection to Earth that they really connect with that much more.
Yeah, and, like, the sound-wise, like, there aren't the strings, I think especially, like, what I noticed was the drum sounds that they used. Like, there weren't any, like, big thumps or anything like that. It was all very, like, standard.
Yeah, it felt more like a band being, like, in one place doing their one thing and doing it very well. Yeah.
But what's remarkable about the album is the flow. Like, the entire album, like, as a whole is just a beautiful thing, because it comes together just almost perfectly. It's almost a flawless album, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a kind of album where even if not all of the songs are amazing, like, they all serve a purpose, whether it's to, you know, stand out, or to help the others stand out more, or to be both, depending on how far you're into it.
Yeah, but, like, it's one of those things where, like, none of the songs especially stand out. Like, they're definitely, like, the best songs, but it's almost like none of them especially stand out.
I think none of them really stand out in terms of quality. Maybe there's a couple of outliers in terms of style, but nothing, like, too far out to jar you out of the very consistent mood on display.
And it's a consistent mood that I think is really summed up by, like, the first song, The Suburbs, of course, where it's definitely, like, relatable, and it's this whole, like, frustration with kind of where our society is going with our, I don't know, like, suburbs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the lyrics aren't all that specific, but like, everything you could read into them like adds more to the experience, rather than just being, like, a distraction.
Did you actually see the video for The Suburbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I thought that was really interesting.
They're turning that into a longer thing.
I heard that, but it was really interesting because I'd watched that, and, like, throughout the story of the video, like, the girls and the guy, like, they fall in love or whatever, they're riding their bikes around and get pulled over by cops and all that stuff, and, like, then you hear that in the lyrics of a lot of the songs, you know what I mean? Like, that's the story that they're telling, so I thought that was a really good addition.
Yeah,
the music video.
It's like the feelings that are being committed to tape in that video are, like, directly represented by what's going on between the characters, but also indirectly reflected by, like, all the like, fences and warfare.
I don't know, it's just like they did just almost a flawless job. I guess that's the best way to sum it up for me.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a listen.
Absolutely.